Hi, and welcome to Soul Steps. I'm David Gallagher. Not long ago, I was in a Sam's Club, and I was looking at the rotisserie chickens all on this rack, and there was a young man from the bakery back behind that counter. I don't know why. I just asked him, "Hey, which chicken do you think looks like the best one for me to take?" And quite surprisingly, he came out from around the counter and stood with me looking at all the chickens. And he eyed them all, and then he grabbed one. He goes, "I think you should take this one." Well, the first thing I did was I began to then look at the one he chose, and I began to scrutinize with my own gaze, looking at all the different chickens and which one I thought was the best. But almost immediately, and I really believe it was God, he told me to just stop, grab the chicken that young man had pulled out, put it in my cart, and be off. And that's exactly what I did. I knew it was the right thing to do because somehow I knew that God wanted that young man to be affirmed and encouraged and built up in his knowledge as the chicken man. It made me wonder how often we ask for advice or we ask for someone else's perspective, but we don't really hear it and we don't receive it, and in the end, we're just going to make our own decision anyway. So the point of that then becomes, why did we ask in the first place? I know all of us have rehearsed these things in our own hearts and our minds. I'm thinking in terms of families now and how husbands treat wives and wives treat husbands, and how parents treat their children, and whether or not parents are listening to their kids or husbands and wives are listening to each other to truly value their opinion. I want to encourage you today that if you seek out someone's advice, especially someone you're close to and someone that you, by all accounts, should love, if you're going to seek their advice, are you going to take it seriously? Are you going to listen to it? Or are you just giving lip service to make them think that you value their opinion, but you really don't? In the scripture, it says in 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 11, "Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up." One of the most important ways you can do that is by asking the opinion and the advice of the people closest to you, and then seriously listening to it. I also think in Colossians chapter 3, where it talks about parents exasperating their children, one version says, "Don't embitter your children because they'll become discouraged or they'll lose heart." Try to actively listen to your kids and let them feel like they're being empowered and heard. So, thanks for watching today. And when you do ask for advice, take it seriously and build the person up whose advice you're asking for by actually listening to it and then acting on it. God bless you.